Lakshmi from CSimplifyIT. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own module in Magento. For this you have to go to www Magento. In Magento, in app folder you have code. In code you have three kinds of code tools named community, code, local. You don't have to change a community folder and code folder, because code folder have the generic codes which are written by the within community. It may happen that you have changed the generic code of code, and there might be possibility that your running website may be not workable. So you don't have to commit any changes in code folder. In this code folder we have Mage. In Mage these are already built-in modules which we will use in our website. In Zen folder this is actually used for a database transaction, for whatever the transaction is made in these modules. So we should not change the code in this folder. Community folder is actually used for the third party modules. It may be the templates and maybe another modules which contain different kind of projects, small projects, like you have checkout or it's a poll, measuring poll, in which you can provide your opinions, and other different kinds of projects are included in this folder. These are actually used for third party installations. This is the local folder. We actually use local folder for our development purpose. Likewise, I have created here practice. In practice I have created controller test. In controller test I have written controllers etc. Likewise, I am telling you it have five parts: controller, etc, blocks, templates, and a SQL file which contain the database related activities. Right now we need only two basic parts of this module: controllers and etc. First, what we have to keep in mind that we have to create a practice controller test.xml file at, I'm telling you the location where you have to save this file. You have to save this in app, etc, modules. Here all the configuration files are to be saved. So we have saved our configuration file practice controller test.xml here. What it does, it actually used for telling the system that we have created a new module and the status of module is active and code pool of the module is local. This basically used to identify the position and where your code has been written, and this state is this state defines that your module is active or not. So I have make it active. You have to just keep in mind that you have to follow these namespace, like practice underscore your module name. We have created a practice folder in which we have put our module name controller test. So you have to follow these namespace criteria for your new module. So I have written this controller test.xml and saved in the folder where all the modules configuration files are saved. Come back to our local folder. In practice, in controller tests in etc, come to next our configuration file. You have seen this same code what we have written in practice controller test.xml. Criteria namespace is same. What I have added here, the front end. What actually front end do? Front end actually used for the for those what the user will see in the URL of the browser. Basically it is basically used to hide the backend activities to protect our system or provide encapsulation. We have to follow the namespaces for here too. We have mentioned routers. Router basically used to tell the config file that after calling this front name from the URL, which controller should be called after entering from the URL. If I enter this request flow test from my browser, see, you can see your word hello world. This is our aim, what we have to print on the screen. So you have seen that I have put a request flow test from the URL. Now the request come from this XML file. It will identify the exact controller of this front name request flow test, and it will pass the request to indexController.php. In indexController.php we have defined our controller, right, with name practice underscore our module name underscore our controller name, and it extends the Magento controller front action which is already written from the main community. The various functions are defined here. Here I have echoed the message hello world. So basically I have defined an action which will be called by this controller when we fire our request from the URL. So basically flow is like that. Our request is sent from the browser and the request is going to the server. On server, machine decides that which kind of request has been made from the user side, and by identifying the request it will call the accept controller which will be called in that request, and this controller it further defines the actions which will be called after this. Actually in Magento we have two parts of view, which is blocks and templates. Right now I am showing you basic example, that's why I have showed you here echo message to show you how to flow over a basic module. In next video I will show you how to use of layouts and templates.